What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my review of the Huawei Skyhawk Mini. This is actually my quick review, so we're gonna make it quick. This thing is really nice. I really like the way this aircraft looks, and I do like the way this aircraft flies. However, the yaw rate is really slow on the yaw. It's just like the larger version of this, but it gets away with it because it's smaller. The problem that I had with the larger version of this Huawei's quadcopter, it's just so large that it really can't be flown indoors with that slow yaw rate, and it isn't nimble enough to fly outdoors. So it's an ideal size for an outdoor flyer, but it actually has characteristics of an indoor flyer almost, because that slow yaw rate makes it a bad indoor flyer. But this thing here, it has a somewhat bad yaw rate, but it does have high pitch angles. It does pitch really well. It flies really fast, and it's small, so you can get away with flying this thing indoors. You can just take it easy and do nice circuits with it. You can't do any funnels because the yaw is too slow for funnels. That's how slow the yaw is. But the pitch rates are very deep, so you can get some nice turns with it. If you bank really hard, you can get a nice turn. You can pretty much get it to turn around when you're flying indoors with it. Outdoors, this thing is a very fast flyer, but I found that outdoors it's so fast that it tends to fly out of range. The range isn't really good with this transmitter, so that's another downside to it flying outdoors. But indoors, you should be just fine. That's why I'm labeling this thing an indoor flyer. If you're an indoor flyer, you want a nice indoor flyer, and you don't mind the yaw rate being slow, but it has nice pitch and roll angles. This is a nice aircraft to consider, especially if you want something that looks unique. I think this is a nice novelty quadcopter. It's in the Y configuration. It's a Y quad, actually. Y4 configuration. It's really nice. I like it. I like the fact that they moved away from those motors on the other one. The other one, the larger one, used to take 2 batteries, and it was 7.4 volts, and it had these special motors and all. Well, this thing just simplified it down, and they're using more conventional motors. These are 7mm motors, and it takes regular lipos, so you can actually stick a 500 milliamp hour lipo in here. The blue one that's made for the Hubsan, it fits in here pretty nice, and it doesn't affect the flight characteristics too much, and it actually gives it more power. So I'm really liking that, the way that they implemented the battery bay and all of that to this, and not sticking with the old way that they had with the 7.4 volts with the 2 batteries. I think that was kind of stupid. But yeah, this thing, it hasn't really impressed me, but it made me happy that this was somewhat a nice flyer, because I wanted it because of the way it looked, actually, and just to have it be a very stable aircraft and fly kind of nice, that's just a plus, and it just made me happy. I wish they had the yellow version that's on the box there. That looks awesome too. If they had that, I would get that, and just to have 2 of them. But this thing is probably going to go through the ChopShop. I'll probably experiment with it and see what flight boards can probably get fly in this configuration. If I find a good one that flies in this configuration, this one's gone. It's going to be a ChopShop quad. But pretty cool look to it, I think. The transmitter is not bad. The transmitter feels better than the other transmitter. From the older version, it feels nicer. It looks nicer, in my opinion. It doesn't have the LCD screen, but you don't really need that. The only downside to this transmitter, I think, is that all of your trim buttons are right here in the middle, and it's really confusing. You don't know what's what. You have to sort of figure it out. This button here is an auto flip button. Another bad thing about it is it has 3 rates, but in the highest rate, it does auto flips. Yeah, I know we don't like auto flips. This thing does auto flips, but it still gets away with it because it's nice and small for indoor flying, and it looks awesome, to me anyway. This button here, it actually sets the trims back to 0, and this button here actually calibrates the accelerometers. So I thought that was nice, that once you bind it, you can recalibrate your accelerometers by hitting that escape button, or whatever that ESC is supposed to stand for. And this button here actually switches. This button switches the control mode. Like you can switch it to mode 1 if you want to do that. And I actually found that these buttons here are not throttle trim buttons or anything. These buttons here are the rates. So you hit this once. You start off on low rates. You hit it once and you'll hear 2 beeps and let you know you're in intermediate mode. And then you hit it one more time, you'll hear 3 beeps to let you know that you're in expert flying mode. But then it has auto flips. Yeah, we don't like auto flips. Takes 4 AA batteries, and the transmitter is nice in the hand. It feels solid. Pretty nice one this is. I think this one is a keeper actually. Pretty unique. Oh, no LEDs for night flying though either. So that's another downside. I'm surprised that they didn't put any LEDs on this thing because it looks so awesome. They should have put LEDs on it. But being an indoor flyer, me labeling it as an indoor flyer gets it by without having LEDs, because I don't rely on LEDs when I'm flying indoors with it. So this is going to be one of my indoor flying quads. So that's it. The Huawei Skyhawk Mini. Thanks for watching.